Okay, so the dye I am using today is one and only argan oil. And I've always have used this brand. I've tried two different box dyes before this, and the color did not take. So I just decided to go right back to this. And this is the developer that I am using. So I'm gonna mix the two and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I had decided to mix everything off camera just so I could take my time and read the directions. So pretty much what I did was I put the whole dye and then this whole developer. It says 1:2, so 1:2 ratio, so one part of this and then two parts of this. I want to say, yes, this is more, so this is 2 times of this. Oh, look at me doing math. Okay, so I already mixed everything up. Now I could have sworn that I had a dyeing brush, but I forgot it, or I threw it away or something, and I didn't buy another one. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna use my fingers. I used a popsicle stick to what's it called? What is the word? I used the popsicle stick to stir everything up, and this is what it looks like. I don't want it to spill. So as you could tell, I already separated my hair, and I am going to start with the bottom and I'm going to work my way up. This part of my hair, I am probably, no, just this part. I do not mind it being a different shade. I don't mind it being a little bit darker than the rest of my hair, just because this is the front and I don't want my baby hairs to end up blending in with my skin tone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my time with the back and then take my time getting here, and then you guys will see the process. But during this process, I am going to talk about having my second child and the truth about having a second child. And then that's going to lead me into how and why I'm changing the content of my YouTube channel. Okay, let's get this party started. Okay, so let's get into talking about the truth about having a second child. Bringing a child into the world is a true blessing. It's an amazing thing to go through. I absolutely love just the process of carrying a child. My first pregnancy was super easy. I honestly did not even feel like I was pregnant. Like, I felt like, well, I feel like because of everything I was going through in that time period, God had like truly blessed me and just gave it to me like super easy because of everything I was going through, or because of everything I was about to go through. I felt like He really blessed me. But then with my second child, this is strong. But with my second child, pregnancy was tough. I really thought I was having a girl, because I had all of the symptoms of pregnancy. I had the nauseous. I was nauseous. I was literally down for the first trimester. I couldn't eat anything. I really couldn't sleep. Just, I had all of those pregnancy symptoms and stuff, that was all me. I had all of it. So pregnancy was definitely not the same. But what I honestly liked was I kind of already knew what to expect. Granted, pregnancy is not the same for anybody. But I mean, for any baby or any, you know, for one woman, all her pregnancies are going to be different. There might be similarities, but just like every child is different, every baby is different, every pregnancy is different. So I already knew kind of what to expect, even though I didn't experience it with my first child. I already kind of knew what to expect when it came to what stages are like, you know, when it comes to like the stages. So it's like, okay, I knew in the second trimester is, I feel like, the easiest trimester, because that's kind of, you know, where your hormones are regulating in a sense. But you know, you kind of feel normal, back to yourself. You can enjoy yourself some. But then third trimester, that's, you know, where you kind of feel like you just, like, you know, first trimester in a sense. But yeah, so pregnancy was definitely different each time. Like I said, I thought I was having a girl because of all my symptoms. But I'm glad I had a baby boy. I'm so blessed to have him. But then labor was different as well. Like my first labor, it prolonged. I felt like I was in the hospital all day. But they did say, like, you know, the more you have babies, the easier your labor goes, the faster it is. And I could honestly say from experience, it's the truth. Because my first labor, I was in labor for, I would say, about 14 hours. But my second labor, I was in labor for 5-6 hours. I have a story time on that. I'll link that above so you guys could watch that. Super interesting, you guys. My labor was only 6 hours. Like, I labored mostly at home. Now with my first pregnancy, I did not experience contractions. I didn't experience the bloody show, the mucus plug, none of that. The only reason why I did go to the doctors was because I had an appointment, and then right after that appointment I got home and there was blood on my underwears, and I was a day away from my due date. So the doctors were just like, okay, you know, come in. And I mean, I was dilated, but I was not dilated a lot, but the only reason why they kept me in the hospital was because my fluid, what is it called? The fluid was low. The amniotic fluid was low, so they wanted to keep me in the hospital. And the fact too that I was not feeling any contractions, I wasn't feeling any pain, they were like, okay, you know, you are definitely in active labor, but you're not feeling anything, so we're just gonna keep you. Versus with my second baby, literally the contractions came out of nowhere. I had a doctor's appointment the same day as well in the morning. Doctor said I was 2 centimeters dilated, but my cervix was not soft. So, you know, I still had a couple of days or whatever. So, you know, I go home, I go about my day. Come 5:30, 6 o'clock, I start having contractions. I'm like, what? Like, just go watch the video. It's crazy. Yeah, labor was super different. Labor was different for a second child, but then also recovery was different. Recovery was easier. I feel like because my labor was so easy and so fast that I didn't tear, I didn't hemorrhage, I didn't bleed a lot, I barely bled, you know, just, it was honestly, I feel like one of the best labors. It was the labor that I honestly wanted to have. Everything went super fast and I labored mostly at home. So, I mean, that was amazing, but healing was super amazing too. Like, I was up and at it like right away. Like, they took me to my room. I was probably within 30 minutes of giving birth. Like, I was like, let's go. Like, I feel good. Like, I didn't feel any pain. But then when I got home, you know, still healing process was amazing. For my first child, the healing process was, I feel intense. Like I don't know, the healing process was intense. I was in a lot of pain. Oops, my goodness. Dropping this stuff everywhere. Yeah, I was in a lot of pain. A lot of bleeding, all types of stuff for my first child. So labor was different, recovery was different. But now that the fact that I have 2 kids now I have to split my love. That was one thing I was really scared about, was how am I going to split my love? Like, I've only had 1 child this whole time. I only know how to love this 1 child. So how am I going to split that love? And is it going to be hard? I don't want to leave one out. But honestly, like, that wasn't even, it shouldn't have even been a concern of mine, because when my second baby came, it was easy. It just came naturally. Like, I don't know why I was panicking or just tripping. Like, I was really like, I was scared. Like, how am I going to love both of these kids? I know people do it, but how am I gonna do it? But it was easy. Now, one thing I would say is I was really aware of my first child and how he was feeling. If I was giving the baby like lots of kisses and saying I love you and all that stuff, then I'll make sure to say it to him as well, just so he knows, you know, that I love him and, you know, nothing has changed. So it's like, in that aspect, it's like I really do want to make sure that he feels loved and not forgotten or anything like that, because they are 6 years apart. So he was an only child for 6 years. So it's like he's used to all of the love, all of the attention, all of the gifts, all of the spoiling. He was the only one. But now it's different. But he has taken to it so just amazing. Like, he just so amazing. He loves his little brother so much. He takes care of him. He makes sure he's okay. Now, of course, when he is crying and stuff, he's just like, what in the world? Like, like, I would have cried too. But you know, we explain, like, you know, what's going on, and if he asks questions, we're always, you know, attentive to what he's asking and making sure we answer all his questions and stuff like that. Just making sure that he's good, knows what's going on with the baby. We make sure, like, you know, if he's getting frustrated when the baby's crying, we have to let him know, like, okay, Elisha, like, the baby can't talk, so this is how he communicates, and, you know, stuff like that. So that leads me into YouTube and changing my content. The fact that I do have 2 kids, my mindset is definitely a lot different. I am a lot older. I had my first kid at 21? No, at 20. I had my first kid at 20. And, you know, now my mental is different. Now I'm 27. And no, I had him when I was 26. But now I'm 27. He's 6 months. And, you know, my mental is different. So when it comes to my business, If you don't know, I make lotions, body butters, oils, face masks. I have all types of good goodies, natural products, natural ingredients, I'm sorry, ingredients that come from quality sources. I do have a business, but one thing that has always stuck with me was when I was in high school, I had to ask my father, why don't you want to have a restaurant, or why don't you want to be a chef? Because his cooking is good. He likes to experiment, and when he experiments, the stuff comes out like just amazing. So I asked him, he was like, I don't want my hobby or my passion to become a job, because then I'm going to lose that passion. And I got it, but at the same time I didn't get it, but I was like, all right. But now I understand, because it's like, this has become, you know, now this business is my job. Now it's my job. Now I have to do this and that to keep it afloat. I have to buy this. I have to make sure this. I have to, you know, just do so much things. And it's like, granted, I love it, but at the same time, it's become a little bit of a dread in a sense, because it's like, I have 2 kids. I have a baby. I have different priorities and stuff, to where it's just like, I would honestly rather just make my products for the fun of it, to experiment for myself or for my family, and make it for, you know, for loved ones and stuff. So what I decided to do was change my YouTube content to more family-based, more, you know, about moms, the things that we go through. I want to talk, you know, real stuff with you guys, like I am doing now. You know, as an entrepreneur, when it comes to selling and making my own stuff, I'm burnt out. Like, I am really, really burnt out trying to have to keep up with everything. And at the same time, I'm going to start school. I'm going to start my master's program and my teacher credential program. And, you know, having a business and really trying to make it like full time and stuff like that, really going hard on it, it's just, I'm losing the passion for it. So what I decided to do was just take a step back from it. So it's like, if you guys have me on my personal Instagram, you will see I took off all of my business photos off of my page, because I'm wanting to just change, you know. I want to focus on my schooling. I want to focus on my kids. I want to focus on saving money and buying a house, and, you know, doing my grown stuff, you know. Now, naturally, these collection, I'm still going to keep it. I'm still going to keep the business open. I'm still going to, you know, do the website and stuff, but I'm not going to try and make it my main thing anymore, because I really do want to focus more on YouTube. Instead of selling, products, I would rather sell, this sounds kind of bad, but I would rather sell myself. If I could get on here on YouTube, and if I could talk to an audience or a group of women who are either struggling, or who have questions, or who just want to, you know that there's other moms going through the same things that they're going through, like, I would rather do that, to be honest. So that's what my YouTube channel is changing to. I am still going to do entrepreneur videos, like, you know, making stuff, because like I said, I am still keeping my business open. If you guys do want to buy anything, I will link my business down below, so please shop and support if you guys would like. No pressure. Yes, I am still going to, you know, show content of me making this stuff, vendor events. I do have I keep spilling it on the floor. I do have a vendor event coming up. So one of my videos that I'm actually going to be doing, I'm going to So I'm pretty much going to do a couple of videos of just me making all of the products for the vendor event, getting my products together, getting all of the what's the word called, all of the what is that word, getting all of the decorations and stuff like that that I have for my vendor event. I'm going to you know, just do a couple of videos on that, but entrepreneurship is not going to be the main focus on my channel anymore. It's going to be geared towards moms and family and just life vlogging. I've always wanted to vlog. I've always wanted to be one of the YouTubers that, you know, do a bunch of sponsorships and pretty much just get on the camera and just vlog about their life and, you know, make some extra cash off of that. YouTube I do for fun. I am getting paid for YouTube, but I honestly just love it. I love being on the camera. It's funny because I am actually really stage fright, but it's like I'm talking to a camera. I'm talking to a lens, so it's a little bit easier. But yeah, so I just wanted to get on here, chit chat with you guys about having a second child and changing my content. But now that I'm done talking, I'm just going to fast forward all of this and you're going to see the rest of my hair. I can already see the color coming through. Okay. So now I'm going to just wrap it up. Take the gloves off. And I'm going to put my caps on. So now I'm probably going to wait about, I'm gonna wait 20 minutes. I'm gonna come back, see how this looks, and we shall see. So my hair did lighten up a lot. I absolutely love the color that it came out. It wasn't exactly the color that I wanted, but it still looks really good to me. As you could tell, like by my baby hairs, the color was super light, but I still love the color. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.